ikhfa or the concealing letters. So what are the concealing letters? Ikhfa means concealment or hiding the actual sound of noon. The sound of noon sakin or tanween will partly be concealed or it will be hidden if an ikhfa letter comes after it. So there are 28 letters of Arabic in total in terms of their shapes, in terms of their sound. If we take away 6 letters of izhar, 6 letters of idgham or assimilation, and 1 letter of iqlab, rest of the 15 letters, here you can see, rest of the 15 letters are the letters of ikhfa or concealment. So whenever any letter of ikhfa comes after nun sakin or tanween, we pronounce the nun sound in a hidden way or in concealment. Okay, so in this example, tanween of dammatan is followed by a letter of ikhfa. So ta is a letter of ikhfa. Here you can see. So we will pronounce it as qawmun taftanun. And in next example, nun sakin, same rule applies on nun sakin as well. Nun sakin is followed by letter sa. You can see sa here. It is uh, a letter of ikhfa. So noon will not be pronounced clearly with light sound. Oh, sa. So with a concealed sound. And in this example as well, noon sakin is followed by a thick letter and a letter of concealment, sod. Here you can see sod. So we will pronounce noon with a concealed sound. Mansura. Okay. So 15 letters of huruf ikhfa. Whenever they come after noon sakin or tanween, noon is pronounced in a hidden way or in concealment. Okay, so that was today's lesson and the revision of rule of ikhfa. Now I would request our TA to do practice session of the or surah. Jazakumullah.
Jazakumullah duty. We are now moving on to the surah practice. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. In today's class, we are going to do the verses from 69 to 75, inshallah. And with that, I request ST to unmute a student for the practice.
Can I request G4800? Could you please unmute yourself? G.
G4800. Assalamu alaikum. So after Ta'awuz and Tasmiyah, could you please start from here?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ومن نؤمره ننكسه في الخلق أفلا يعقلون.
Jazakumullah. So can you just read once again over here these two words?
Yes. ومن نؤمره.
Okay. So make sure you do the. Do you know what rule you will apply over here?
I'm not sure.
The Yarmalun or the Idgham rule, because noon sakin is followed by another noon. So you have to do a partial nasal sound over here. 2 seconds. Okay? So make sure you do it for 2 seconds. وَمَن نُعَمِّرْهُ. Okay? For 2 seconds. And can you tell me if you were to pause over here on fee, or you are going to read this word separately, so how will you read it?
Al-Khalq.
Excellent. So what rule you applied?
The one we just did.
The Hamzatul-Wasl.
Yes.
And why did Alif take a fatha?
because of the lam sakin.
Excellent. So whenever alif, blank alif is followed by a lam sakin or mushaddad, blank alif would take a fatha. And can you tell me the rule you will apply over here?
The kalkala.
Kalkala. So would it be mild, moderate, or a heavy kalkala?
Heavy.
It's a moderate kalkala because it is coming at the end of the word, but there is no shadda. If there was a shadda, then it would be a heavy kalkala. But since there is no shadda, then it is a moderate kalkala. Um, you did it, but make sure you did it a little bit more. Okay, jerking on the cough. And other than that, you did very well. Jazakumullah. Can I request Testy for another student, please?
Can I request J4713 to come on the mic, please?
G4713. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Can you start from here after Tawbaz and Tasmiyah and read until here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وما علمناه الشعر وما ينبغي له إن هو إلا ذكر وقرآن مبين لينذر من كان حيا ويحق القول على الكافرين.
Jazakumullah, you recited well. Just one thing, when you do the ta'awuz, make sure you do the ayn sound separately. This is alif and this is ayn, so make a differentiate between those two sounds, okay?
Okay.
And in here, so first thing, just wanted to ask you, if you were to start from this word, how would you read it?
الشعر
Are you sure? What is the next letter after blank?
it's lam.
Lam. So
Yeah.
whenever a lam is coming, then alif would take a fatha. Okay?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So
الشعر.
yeah. Ashir. Okay?
Yeah.
And what about here? What rule will you apply?
This is the mim makluba. So
Huh?
ينبغي
Yam.
yeah ينبغي
So how long will you prolong over there?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Very good. So the iqlab rule.
إقلاب rule, yes.
And over here you pause, that's correct.
Mm-hmm.
And when pausing, how will you read this word?
Lah.
La. Yeah. So make sure that ha sakina sound
Mm-hmm.
coming. Not just so I just heard la. So
Okay.
now that the ha sakina sound is coming. Can you tell me the rule you will apply over here?
In
So noon sakin followed.
yeah, by her.
What kind of letter is ha?
It's the letter of Ikhfa.
Uh-huh.
So
Not letter of ikhfa. Izhar.
is hard.
Yeah.
Okay, there will be a clear pronunciation there.
Yeah. So noon sakin clearly.
Yeah.
So you did it correctly over there.
Yes.
Wanted to check what rule you
Mm-hmm.
over there. And over here, which rule? Tanween followed by one of the Yarmaloon letters. So what rule will be applied? Idgham would be applied over here, okay?
Okay, yes. Idgham.
Yes, a partial nasal sound.
Partial. Idgham nakis. Okay.
Idgham in akis. So make sure you do it for 2 seconds. You did it
Yes.
correctly. You were
Yes.
reciting it correctly, but you have to prolong it for at least 2 seconds, okay? For
Yes.
2 seconds, not at least for
Okay.
2 seconds. Okay, mashallah. And over here, it is better to stop, okay? Because this is the
Okay.
Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Sunnah to stop on the verse. So
Okay.
more preference would be for that. So
Okay.
you can stop here and then start from here.
Okay.
Again, which rule? Sorry, over here, which rule?
It's again the izhar or ikhfa.
Ikhfa, yes.
Ikhfa concealment. Yeah.
So conceal nasal sound for 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And here, same ikhfa rule,
Oh yes.
okay?
Ikhfa.
And so make sure you do a conceal nasal sound for 2 seconds over there as well.
Okay.
And here you can see there will be a idgham, just like
Idgham.
this.
Yes.
So 2 second partial
Partial
yeah,
idgham.
tanween would be done. Okay, Jazak. Okay, before that, over here and here,
Mm-hmm.
what will alif take?
Fatha.
Fatha, because it is
Yes.
followed by a lam sakin.
Lam sakin. Yes.
So Jazakumullah, well done.
Sakin.
And can I now request ST to unmute another student, please?
Can I request G4724? Could you please unmute yourself?
G4724, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. And would you be able to start from here and recite until here
Okay.
after the and tasmiyah?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أَوَلَمْ يَرَوْا أَنَّا خَلَقْنَا لَهُم مِّمَّا عَمِلَتْ أَيْدِينَا أَنْعَامًا فَهُمْ لَهَا مَالِكُونَ.
MashaAllah, very melodiously recited. It was really nice to hear that. And so we will now go on to some of the rules. So can you tell me what rule you will apply over here?
So here you would elongate it for 2 seconds
Mm-hmm.
and
Is it waw madda or waw lean?
vowel mother.
Are you sure? Because the previous letter, the letter
Oh,
before
vowel
had
lean.
fatha, so it would be a waw lean, so a soft elongation. Over here, which rule?
So nasalization there again for 2 seconds.
Ghunna for 2 seconds. Very good. This one.
That's kalkala.
Mm-hmm.
So a jerking sound there, like khalaqna. Yeah.
Very well done. So you did it perfectly. All these 3 rules, you did it. Over here, make sure you do 2 second. A nasal sound will be there. Okay.
Okay.
And when you were reciting over here, can you just read these 2 words once again?
Yes. عملت أيدينا.
So here you won't be joining these 2. So amilat aidina. Okay.
Yes.
So otherwise it would be heard as the ta is also carrying a fatha.
All right.
So these are 2 different words, but you will not be joining these 2, but will be separately, read. Can you try once again?
عملت أيدينا.
Excellent. And how long will you prolong over here?
So that would be for 3 to 5 seconds.
Do you remember the rule?
Is that the Mad Saghir?
Yeah, this is Madde Sagir. Also, there is another rule called Madde Munfasil. So that's why it is prolonged for 3 to 5 seconds. If a letter of Madda is followed by Alif, then it is called Madde Munfasil. Okay?
Okay,
Two
just that.
different ones. And can you tell me the rule over here?
Oh, so the nasal sound there for mang and then
Would it be a clear nasal sound, a concealed nasal sound, or a
would it
partial?
would it be Ikhfa?
Yeah, it's the Ikhfa. So the concealed nasal sound.
Mhm.
Yeah, for 2 seconds. Okay, mashallah. Then, other than that, you recited very well. Jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, G4724. Now, can I request ST for another student, please?
Can I request G4867 to unmute yourself, please?
G4867. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Would you be able to start from here? Until here.
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وزلناها لهم فمنها ركوبهم ومنها يأكلون.
Jazakumullah. From the side, can you read this word once again?
وزلزلنا.
Can you look clearly once again and
Okay.
try once again?
وزللنا.
Much better. But it is وَزَلَّلْنَاهَا. Okay?
Okay.
The
So
first
shall I try?
shadda. Yeah.
So وزللنا.
A little bit stress on the first lam. وَزَلَّلْنَاهَا.
Okay. وزللناها.
That was much better. But next time make sure that you do a stress on the lam as well.
Okay.
Because it is carrying a shadda. Right?
Yes.
And over here, can you read this word once again?
Okay. Rakubuhum.
Okay, so what rule will you apply on the verb?
Oh, it would be 2 seconds, sorry.
Yeah, so can you read once again?
Rakubuhum.
Excellent. So that's the vav madda because the letter before is carrying a dhamma.
Yes.
So you will prolong it for 2 seconds. And over here, would you clearly say the sound of noon or would it be a nasal sound?
It would be a nasal sound because we don't pronounce it clearly when reciting it. So it'd be vaminha, like how I read it.
Yeah,
Or
so
it would be clear.
yeah, you read it clear.
Yeah, so
Uh,
actually, so it wouldn't be, sorry, it wouldn't be nasal. It would be
mhm. Clear pronunciation.
yes, clear pronunciation,
Yeah, because the next letter is ha. One
which
of
is which is an izar letter, so
the
it would be manifestation there.
yeah, very good, mashallah. You read it properly. Was just wanted to ask about the rules. Okay, jazakumullah.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. And can I request ST for another student, please?
Can I request J4757 to unmute yourself, please?
G4757. Assalamu alaikum. G4757. Could you please unmute your mic? G4757.
Respond. Can I?
Yeah, we can try another
Yeah.
student. Maybe there is some mic issue.
Can I request G4867 to come on the mic, please?
We just had G467.
It's again.
Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Can you tell me your ID? Okay, J757.
Yes.
Okay, Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. So just a second. Sorry. Can you start from here?
Sure.
That was
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولهم فيها منافع ومشارب أفلا يشكرون.
Jazakumullah. So make sure when you stop or pause somewhere without the signs, go back to that word or two
Okay.
words before and then recite from there, okay? So
Okay.
I think you paused over here, so make sure you start from here or here, okay?
Okay.
And okay, and when you are stopping over here, why did you stop?
Oh, because of the door sign.
Yeah.
We have to stop because of the door sign, I think.
Yeah, so here it is better to stop. And when you're stopping, what would you do to the stamma on the bar?
Change it to a sakin, and this is a kalkala, so I should Wamasharib.
Excellent. So I think you forgot to do the kalkala as well over there, but
Okay.
you did the sukun you changed the dhamma into the sukun. That's right. And just a question. So this raw, would you recite it thick or thin?
Thin.
Why?
You only pronounce it thick if it has a fatha, isn't it? That's what was said at the start of the lesson.
When it carries a fatha or a dhamma, you would be pronouncing it as thick. But
Yes.
when ra is carrying kasra, you will
Yeah.
be pronouncing it as thin.
Yes.
So then this ra, would it be thick or thin?
Thick.
Thick. Well done. So Jazakumullah. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. And can I request ST for another student, please?
Can I request G4855 to unmute yourself, please? G4855.
G4855. Assalamu alaikum. G4855. Once again, G4855. Assalamu alaikum. Could you please unmute your mic?
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam, G4855. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Would you be able to recite from here until here?
Yes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة لعلهم ينصرون.
Jazakumullah. You recited very well. Was very melodious. So first thing I want to ask you is, if we are going to start from this word, from the alif, so ignoring the va, how would you do it? What would the blank alif carry? Would it be a fatha or?
Fatha. واتخذوا.
Are you sure? So if the
Sorry, what? It will be اتخذوا, I think.
ittakhadhu, yeah. So the first mutaharrik letter,
Yeah.
here it would be a ta. It is
Yeah.
carrying a fatha. So if
Yeah.
it's carrying a fatha or a kasra, then alif would be.
Alif will be kasra, yeah.
Yes. So ittakhadhu. And what role will you apply over here?
Min dunin. It's idgham.
So dal is not one of the yarmalun letters, right? So it's
Oh,
not idgham.
so it will be the rule of ikhfa will be applied.
Yeah. So how will you sound the noon?
Min dunin.
So it would be concealed. So min duni.
Mm.
Okay. So only half of noon would be pronounced. So concealed nasal sound.
Mhm.
Okay, can you try once?
Min dunin.
Okay. A little bit more concealing of the noon sound. You can practice it. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you are going to start from here, how will you decide this word?
Allah.
Allahu.
Mm.
That's great. So why was Alif carrying a fatha?
Uh, because the preceding letter is sorry,
Mm-hmm.
it will be a language. It's preceded by a language.
Yeah, that's a lam al jalala. That's
Mm.
correct. So lam would be thick.
Mm.
But why was Alif carrying a fatha?
It's gonna be aliful.
That's because this alif is followed by lam. So whenever a blank alif followed by lam, and you're going to recite the word separately, alif would be taking a fatha.
But
Okay,
yeah,
that's the rule of Hamzatul-Wasl. Okay,
waslis. Yeah.
so that's good. And okay, make sure that you pronounce the lamul jalala thick.
Yeah.
Sorry. So when you are joining this, would it be a thick or a thin lam?
Language. It's a tiklam.
Mm,
Sorry, when it stands alone, it's a tiklam. When I'm joining it, it's gonna be a thin one.
okay. Yes.
Yeah. Min.
Yeah. Jazakallah. Uh, Okay, and what about here? What rule will you apply? Sorry, here.
It's an idgham.
Yes, that's an idgham.
Yeah.
Would it be a complete idgham?
Idgham kamil. Yeah.
Kamil. Yes, that's it. It's a complete idgham. Plus the next letter is salam.
Yeah.
And this tanween would be completely ignored. What about here? The last one?
It's an ikhfa.
Ikhfa.
Yeah.
So again, a concealed nasal sound.
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakumullah G455.
Exactly.
Mr. SD, can we take one last student?
Can I request G4775? Could you please unmute yourself?
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum Assalam G4775. So would you be able to recite this verse 69? I'm not sure.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wa man nu'ammirhu nunakkishu fil khalq afala ya'qilun.
Jazakumullah. So on the kaf, make sure you do kalkala. Okay, can you try once again?
It was al-khalq.
Yes, that's much better. So that would be a moderate kalkala, okay? And what about what stroke would alif carry if it's read separately?
Fatha.
Fatha, because the next letter is the lam sakin. And what about the rule over here?
This is Rufa Madda because there is alif after lam.
Okay, that's good, mashallah. Okay, Jazakumullah to all the students who participated. And now I give the mic back to the DT for the concluding session.
Jazakillah, TA.
Jazakallah.
So today we will learn about Hamzatul-Wasl or connecting Hamza. So 3 rules related to it we learned. that if a word is starting with a blank letter and it is followed by lam sakin or lam mushaddad, then alif will take fatha. And we also learned if a word is starting with blank letter and its first mutaharrik letter is carrying a kasra stroke, or if it is carrying a fatha stroke, then blank alif will take kasra. And the third thing we learn it, the dhamma rule. If a word is starting with a blank letter and its first mutaharrik letter is carrying a dhamma stroke, then alif will also take dhamma. So these words will be pronounced as ar-rahmanu, irji'i, and udkhulu. So this is the rule of Hamzatul-Wasl. We also learned and revised about Ikhfa or concealment. And before reciting or concluding prayer, I would like to announce that if any of our class participant or students, if any of you is interested in joining our team as Quran teacher, you can contact us through the same reminder email address. And please don't forget to mention your full name, your Jamaat name, and your class ID. So in response, inshallah, you will be contacted soon. And with this, we will move on to our concluding prayer, which we read, and it is the prayer after reciting the Holy Quran. It is the prayer of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So, ST, can we have a student on mic to read this prayer?
Can I request G4737? Could you please unmute yourself?
G4 737. Wa alaikum assalam. Yes, please start the prayer with this.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni abduka wa ibnu abdika wa ibnu amatika nasiyati biyadik. ماذ في حكمك عدل في قضاؤك أسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أم استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي ونور صدري وجلاء حزني وذهاب همي. O Allah, I am your servant, the son of your servant, and the son of your maidservant. My forehead is in your hand, your command concerning me prevails, and your decision concerning me is just. I call upon you by every one of the beautiful names with which you have described yourself, or which you have revealed in your book, or you have taught to any of your creatures, or which you have chosen to keep in the knowledge of the unseen with you, to make the Quran the delight of my soul, the light of my heart, and the source to remove my grief and sadness, and dispel my anxiety and fear.
Jazakallah. Your recitation was good. You just make one note that short strokes should not be prolonged. Okay. Jazakallah, everyone, for attending the class, and hopefully you will revise and apply what you learned in this course and in the classes. Inshallah, see you in next class. With this, I would say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.